We're joined by head football coach Josh Breske. Coach, in the midst of a couple of weeks, we're going up against two of the top teams, not only in the RMAC, but in the country. With kind of fans kind of watching the league, a person can probably say that the depth of the league has grown, and thoughts on the league and kind of being able to have the opportunity we got to play those top teams.
Absolutely. I mean, our conference continues to get better and better each year. With just the average level of talent within the rosters. You look at teams like even Fort Lewis is continuing to improve their roster over the past few years. Adams State, we've been following them on film quite a bit this season, and they seem to have turned over a lot of their roster and seem to be a lot more competitive. But go back to like 2012, 2013, I was a graduate assistant at Chadron State College, and there was no Colorado Mines wasn't a thing. It just wasn't a thing yet. It was Pueblo, it was Chadron. Before I got there, Kearney was in the league then, and it's just crazy to see how things can change over time. And I think that gives a coach like me, who we're going through a tough season right now, and haven't accumulated the amount of wins that we were hoping to accumulate. I think it just goes to show, like, it's a journey. It's a long journey to get your program to where it wants to be. And I still think our program is much further ahead today than it ever was when my staff and I first took over back in 2020. And it just goes to show, I mean, our conference is really, really competitive. You got Western, Pueblo, Colorado Mines, Chadron's receiving votes. Gosh, who am I missing? I mean, it's just a really, really good conference from top to bottom, and it continues to get better each year.
Mm-hmm. And so going from that, so you host CSU Pueblo this week, a top 10 team, and with that, kind of a special game day too, with Heroes Day, welcoming the local heroes, veterans, active military, first responders, and with that Heroes Dinner tonight, talk about what it means for your team to be a part of something special like that.
Absolutely, it's really cool. We came up with this idea 4 or 5 years ago, and the whole idea was, do we want to have a military appreciation? Well, it's kind of a small, just really targets a small group of military active duty and veterans. So we decided years ago to open it up, call it Heroes Day. And I'm really fortunate. We have a lot of people on campus who are passionate about this weekend and always passionate about this game. And yeah, it's always cool. I remember our first year we did it right over here in these tents. We had fried chicken. It was like 52 degrees. It was freezing, and we're out here having a great time. And some of the veterans even came in, in their military uniforms and those things. It was really, really cool to see. And being a son of a veteran, my grandfather served in a war, and I mean, it's really cool that we can draw some attention to these heroes. On a day that's typically all about us. I think it's cool to deflect a little bit of that attention, a lot of that attention, and honor those men and women.
Awesome. And so now I kind of mentioned it. Number 9 CSU Pueblo coming to town this week. Thoughts on what the Thunderwolves what they kind of bring to the table, and what your guys' keys to success are against them?
I did radio with Hammer this morning, and he made a point that what CSU has won now 21 straight RMAC games, I believe, according to Steve. Not something that I would have guessed. I mean, they're tough. They're always going to be tough. We've played them close before. We played them to 5 points. We played them to 3. We played them to 3 again last year. But then we had some years too where they got the best of us. They're a really good football team. I think they're right on par with Colorado Western this year. They're really, really good from top to bottom, every position group. They've got size, they've got speed. Their defensive line, I think, is probably the best D-line that we've seen all season. So in order for us to have success, we got to take care of our quarterback. We did not do a very good job of that last week from an offensive line and a running back standpoint. We allowed our quarterbacks to get hit far too much, and it kind of leaves us in the situation we're in right now where we're going to have to ask our 3rd and 4th string guy to step up and make some hay for us on Saturday. And then we got to be able to eliminate the explosive plays on defense. I think they have maybe the most talented, deepest wide receiver room. And then their quarterback, Fuller, he does a really good job spreading the wealth around. So we got our work cut out for us for sure, but our team's motivated. They're together, they're encouraged, and we've had a really good week of practice. We just got to go out there and execute.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks. Go Jackets.